Alpha 20 has been around for a while now, and well, we're all waiting for the next big alpha, Alpha 21. Now, there's a lot of information that we can go through here, and just to kind of explain what's going to be coming in Alpha 21, obviously, a lot of the stuff you can find on their forums. If you want to just read it without me talking through it, well, then you can do that. There will be a link down below. But I'm going to go through some things and things that I look forward to in Alpha 21, or maybe you will see something you have not seen already. Now, for those who are asking when is Alpha 21 coming, there is no release date and the Fun Pimps never give release dates, but I'm going to speculate for a second. I am going to guess around October or December sometime, somewhere around there, maybe just before Christmas or the holidays. So yeah, I think somewhere around then, but that is just speculation. I have no inside information. I could be entirely wrong, but I got a funny feeling it could be somewhere around there. And for the consoles, there will be a link down below that will explain a little bit more about the consoles. Don't really want to talk about that right here, but there is a link, a little article that the Fun Pimps released explaining what's happening. All I can say is that the console is a go-ahead, and they have started working on the next console edition for you guys, so at least that's something to look forward to. I'm really glad that the Fun Pimps are going ahead and doing that, and I hope the consoles get to see something quite soon. Right, let's jump on to the juicy information. What do we have so far? Right, so these are the confirmed Alpha 21 features. Anything else that's discussed outside of this could maybe be happening and maybe not be happening. So I'm just giving you guys the confirmed things. Right, so we do know that there will be new places of interest in 7 Days to Die coming, which is great. I think every alpha we will see that. That's kind of the placeholder for 7 Days to Die now. So every new alpha there'll be some new POIs, new dungeon type of places you can go and explore. I would actually really like to see the return of caves to 7 Days to Die. I don't know if you guys have been playing for that long, but way back, I think it was like Alpha 14 or 13 or something, maybe a little bit further than that. There were caves in the game. They were randomly generated caves. They were a little bit roundish. They would go underground and you could find mushrooms down there, a couple of zombies, a bag or two. I actually really enjoyed those, so I don't know if they'll ever do that again, but it would be nice to see like a dungeon type of cave. I think that will be really interesting. Another feature, updated and new decorative vehicle models. Now, this kind of made me a little bit upset. I'm not too interested in models. I think 7 Days to Die doesn't really go well in the graphical era. But I guess updating the vehicle models is nice and all, but honestly, I think that 7 Days to Die is missing variety. I think that we need multiple different types of vehicles. Even if they sound the same, so be it. I think that we really need some different types of vehicles. Maybe a little like a police car, like a van. I think that the vehicle that we have in game is nice. It's just not very, I would say, realistic. You know, so I would really like to see these updated decorative vehicle models turned into actual vehicles. It's not interesting to see new models. It really isn't. It doesn't interest me, but I don't know. Maybe that's your type of cup of tea, not mine. Additional advanced world generation options. It's biome sliders, so I think you can change. I don't know if it's like certain things in a biome, or is it just like, you know, you want to like more hills in the snow or more hills in the desert. But it's interesting to see what that's about. But it says biome sliders, so we're gonna see what that implements. But yeah, the more stuff added to world generation and stuff like that to make it look better, I'm all for that. I've never really liked random gen all too much, and I think it needs a lot of work. But yeah, so anything like that I think is really good. So another system that's coming to Alpha 21 is learn by looting system. I believe that you're gonna learn your skills from now on from actually doing things in game. So yeah, you're gonna have your perks and stuff that you can perk into that'll help you. But I do think that you can do things like shooting a gun that'll increase your ability to do things. I do not know entirely what this is about, but there's a whole lot of information here which I'm going to go through. So it says 23 new skills to govern crafting, photo and gallery below. I'll show you guys the photo of that as well while I'm talking about this. 23 new magazines added to the loot. I have no idea what those are about, but I'll show one of them on the screen as well. Perks no longer unlock recipes or govern crafting at all. So this is like a complete overhaul of the perks. I am very interested to see what that's about, but I will have pictures on the screen that you guys can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, the only schematics that still unlock recipes are mod attachments. I like that. I think that's a good addition. I think that's a nice idea of doing it. Crafting skills increased by finding and reading magazines. Okay. Not sure if I like that too much. Skill increases, unlock recipes at a certain points as well, increase the quality of crafting items with quality. Okay, cool. Each tech level has a separate range and skill, so that you have to work through the primitive tech, then the iron tech, then the steel tech, and being able to craft a blue stone axe no longer means you automatically can craft a blue iron axe. It's a big change, and there's actually a lot of debate about this new change. A lot of people are not liking it from what I've been reading, but we'll see. Guys, it's very difficult to read it and understand it. So when it gets implemented in the game, it's better to understand, and you can actually fall in love with a whole new thing that you can't see. So we don't jump to conclusions here, but it is interesting nonetheless on what they're doing with this. A new skill page showing your progress has been added to the player interface. And here's the photo here. Okay, I think that is, I think that's pretty cool. So you can see that your skill is 1 out of 3. So I'm guessing that's the different tiers for that weapon. And then once you've done those tiers, you then go down, you unlock the next tier, which is the double barrel shotgun, and then the pump action, and then also shotgun. Don't know, I don't know. I get the idea. It makes looting more important. I don't know if it changes the way looting works, but how nice it would be to, you know, go do looting and then find like an auto shotgun in one of the boxes. Knowing you can't actually craft that is nice to find. It gives you a nice surprise. It's like, yes, I finally find an auto shotgun, so it makes it more valuable. But this is going to take a little bit getting used to. But I'm sure that we'll get used to it, I hope. And you can see as well at the bottom, the pipe baton and robotic sledge. You can see that's a 1 out of 3, so I'm assuming you have to go to 3 out of 3 to get to the next stage, which was robotic, and then etc, etc. So it's very interesting in what they're doing with this, but yeah, we're gonna see how it plays out. Skill magazines can be found, bought, or received as quest rewards. I like that. You know, it gives you more quest rewards. I like the quest rewards. I like the mission rewards because it just makes it more rewarding when you do those missions, which is nice. It makes it worth doing. The topic of the magazine matches the location you would expect to find in the world. Oh, okay. Let's see how that goes. Perks now govern the probability of finding like-themed magazines and parts for those recipes. Perk into shotguns you will notice more shotgun magazines and shotgun parts appearing in the world. I don't like that. I'll be honest with you guys. I do not like that. I think that is very unrealistic. You know, it's not. I mean, it's probably best not to perk up into anything and have a random chance. I mean, you know, when I perk into something, for instance, like a shotgun, I don't want to use the shotgun entirely. I want to use other things, and I want to find other things that I can sell. You know, or I just maybe use it to give it a try. I think this limits a lot of things. I don't know if I like that too much, but I guess we'll have to play and see how it goes. When you max out a skill, the probability bonus granted by perks for finding the corresponding magazine for that skill drops off. The magazine will show up randomly in loot, but no longer have a boost. The probability of boost for finding matching parts will remain. Okay, interesting. Another really cool thing that they've added to the game, and I'm really happy they've done it, they've added double doors, and there's the picture, and I think that's great. We've needed double doors for a long time, so the extra doors is a good thing. Double doors is nice. There actually is double doors in the game right now. It's just those solid doors that you can make, but that's not the best way of doing it. But at least we've got actual proper double doors now. Another thing they've done with the doors is damage doors with large holes. You can shoot and melee through to damage the enemies on the other side. This has actually been strange because they said this is supposed to be a thing in Alpha 20. And apparently some of you guys say that some doors do that. I think it was the garage door that does that. You can actually shoot through those when they get damaged. But not all doors do that right now. And I don't know if that means if it's certain doors. Yeah, it says doors with large holes can be shot. So I don't know, it could be certain doors. But yeah, at least that's coming. Here is something that the Fun Pimps posted on their YouTube channel that I really liked. Just let me show you guys what this is about. So he's going through a POI and there's a gas pipe that's got a fire hazard more like. So you can see the fire is blowing out the gas pipe, and the only way to get through that is either you can run through it like a mad thing, which is probably what I'm going to do, or you can actually turn it off, which he'll show now. And you can see the double doors in action as well there as well. I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, we're going to see some new POIs with this technique. The only thing now that they've added this, does that mean they're going to go and rework some of the old POIs to have this? I don't know. They might just add new ones. But you can see, I don't see anything else new from what I can see so far. And it's just that I think the POI is new itself. Well, the building. And you can see you can then turn the gas thing off. Just like that. Now, this brings to the question, you can see all the zombies jumping down as well, so I guess it's a trigger as well for the zombies. Now this brings me to the question now, guys. Does this mean, do we get fire traps for our bases, or can we actually use the fire traps? I'm going to be honest, I don't think so. I think this is just the POI, this is just the building stuff. But it would be nice if we could use that for Horde Night. I think that would be an excellent new base trap, that you could add a whole lot of these fire things around your base to keep the zombies away and burn them. That would be great, but I don't see that happening. It's just like those new switches they added to the game. You can't actually use those in your bases. They're only for the buildings, which is a little bit, yeah, it kind of sucks. But yeah, that's the new fire thing in the buildings. So there are two more things that I would like to talk about. Now, they have been mentioning this for a very long time, and we're about to see it, hopefully, in Alpha 21. However, this is not in the actual confirmed notes. I can't find this anywhere in the notes. I don't know if this is confirmed. But they have been talking about this for a while now. There's going to be bandits added to the game, which will probably shoot at you, or maybe hit you. And you got to watch out for those. I don't know exactly how it's going to work. I don't know if you're going to have to do missions to find these guys. I don't know if you're going to run into them in the open world. But yeah, here is a picture, and this is how they look. It's a tier 1, a tier 2, and a tier 3. I'm assuming that each different tier is going to be, I don't know, just different tiers of levels, and one is going to be stronger than the other. And yeah, they look pretty cool, and I'm interested to see how the AI works in this game, but, well, the shooting AI, let's just say that. And yeah, it's going to be kind of interesting. And there's another thing that they were talking about a while back, but I cannot find this in any notes or anything on the forums. But I have good intentions that they are actually working on water. They have mentioned this before. They mentioned that in Alpha 21, when the bandits come or something like that, that they're going to be working on water. Now remember, this is just speculation. I cannot confirm these things. I don't know. I don't know anything more than you guys can find out on the forums and whatnot. So yeah, I hope they are working on water. Water has been a big problem in 7 Days to Die, and I think that would be really nice to have like proper underwater stuff, and then we can go like build proper bases underwater. Right now, I think water actually affects servers by a lot, so if someone goes and builds a base in the water, it glitches out, makes the server lag, and it just causes a whole lot of issues. So I would love to see an improvement to the water, and I hope that they fix that. That would be fantastic. That would be, I think, the best update for me, at least. Here is something else I found, and I thought it was actually really cool. Now, I don't think this is confirmed, this is not confirmed, but they have been working on windows, and in fact that they actually are paintable as well, so you can now paint them. I think these windows look pretty cool, and it would be nice additions to some of the bases that we build. So yeah, there's a picture. And that is about all I have for you guys today. If I've missed anything, be sure to let me know down in the comments, and if you guys want future updates to the Alpha 21, be sure to let me know down below, as well as you better subscribe for that kind of stuff, because then you get notified for when I upload a next video about Alpha 20 or whatever it's going to be. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope you saw something new today, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Like and subscribe, and see you next time. If you enjoy my content and want to support me further, I highly recommend checking out Patreon. It will go a long way and help us so much. This is what keeps things running and just makes things run so much easier and less stressful for us. There'll be a link in the description if you want to know more about it.